Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna talk about Leela. First of all, I would like to, start off with a token of gratitude to myself, a token of appreciation to myself, to my will, and to my everything. I was in such a dark place, and it's not easy to come back from the place. Not everyone makes it out, and I realized a lot of things, and we're going to continue. um, yeah, but yeah, now I just completed my run. I just registered for a marathon. I'm not saying that my life's going to be really smooth, really easy after I'm back on my mental track, but it's just a perception, self-control perception. These are the little things that makes me better. Having the toll on my decision making. Yeah, so yeah, what a privilege it is, to be honest. To be able to run, to be able to be back home, to be able to have a free will, and to be able to sense all my senses, to be honest. Yeah, and I think that is enough. And I think that is how we started, that is how we developed. Just look at your life. There's godliness. Look at your senses, look at your surrounding. You're living, you're breathing. That's enough. Your existence is a miracle, and miracle is no miracle. You get the point. um yeah, I think we really talked about privileged here. Like, it's not about having a pretty privilege. It's about having finding your privilege. It's about accumulating a perception where you are privileged, more like. And I feel like the whole switch began when I started to realize that this is all a leela. This is all a play. Like they say, life's a dream. Life is a dream. That's I really think niyati, that is destiny, and free will, shouldn't be together in a debate. Shouldn't be it shouldn't be niyati versus free will. If free will is there or niyati is there, or because in my perception they both can coexist, and indeed they both coexist because they don't have any interrelation amongst each other. Niyati is something that is bound to occur, and free will is something where you get a choice. And religion makes it very complicated, but I will make it really simple. You get a choice every day to wake up out of your bed. You can snooze your alarm once, twice, but maybe not thrice, but you get a choice. You get a choice to, do your skincare. You get a choice to exercise. You get a choice. You get a free will. Now it's your destiny to wake up. It's your destiny to go to your college, go to your school. It's your destiny to come back every day. But it's the little choices that pile up. It's the little choices. That's what I've seen. Just keep going, and there's a switch. There's a switch that you have to ignite. And this is what I realized recently. I registered for a marathon, and 2 days ago I couldn't imagine myself running a marathon. But I just saw a previous video of mine. It was like a 4-month-old video, and I was really like, is this me? Is this all the affirmation that I'm throwing around on the screen? Is this really me? So confident, so full of himself, not in an or arrogant way, and maybe in a way that I seem so inevitable. And it's very important to appear inevitable to yourself, and that's how you appear inevitable to the world, because you don't need the world's validation. You are not chasing the world's validation. You are not chasing a case scenario where the world feels you're inevitable. You need to chase a scenario where you yourself feel that you're inevitable, and beyond that the world won't even matter to you. It's you and you. It's not you versus you, it's you and you. There is a God inside of you. Like Osho said, sacrifice that for this instead of sacrificing this for that. You wake up, grow spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, keep drilling it, boys. You get a choice. You get a bang it, bro, bang it. I don't think anyone who's breathing on his two leg and like prop, he's not disabled, not specially abled or something like that, and like fully fit. A fully fit guy has no reason to worry. And it's just the manifest the pers- the vision you throw out of this world, your brahma, not the brahma, the brahma, the instant thought that pops up. For you to accumulate a lot of positive brahma energy, you have to think that way. Think. Ever wonder where your thought comes from? I mean, where does it come, like, whatever you're thinking, if you're thinking that I'm looking like a fucking fool right now, where did it come from? Obviously it came from past experience, but I'm talking about the randomness of it. That it doesn't have a sequence. So that's what I say. There is no religion and there might be no God, but there is indeed godliness. This is godliness. Where does it come from? Where does it go? This is what they metaphorized as Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, and you never know. I've read a lot of literature, and um, I would say that reading a lot, consuming a lot, and knowing a lot, it doesn't create a perspective. It just creates like a whole, like a whole. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see through things. You're really empathetic, and empathy is gonna be our next chapter in this. But yeah, you become aware, you become conscious, you see things where people don't see it. People see with their personal bias. People are very emotional, and I think this is where we forget that this is all a leela. The moment you realize that you're just a character, you're you're the main part. I forgot his name, so sorry. How can I forget? The Truman Show actor. When you realize that this is all a show, this is where in Hinduism it's liberation, and I wouldn't complexify it. In my perception, it's your alignment with godliness. I get a hint of it. I not there. I'm far away, but I'm way nearer to godliness than this society is. I can have an idea. I can have an idea about how this all folds up, how this all piles up. And I really think that we just need to be aware. We just, need to, there are simple practices that I followed. Practices like gratitude, practices like empathy. Empathy is very difficult, to be honest, to have, but I was on top of it, I wasn't a kid who was very harsh to people. I was a lovely kid, to be honest. Ever since my childhood, I've been really empathetic towards everyone, but the way I see things now, it was like my perception back then was like far from it. But yeah, I think I really got a good head start. But yeah, it's the gratitude. It's just the positive affirmation. Just keep throwing positive affirmations. Your awareness is literally being projected. You need to, you would want it to be projected in a positive way. Just positive affirmations, bro. Just if I'm looking at a tree, is this plant too dry? No. Is this plant too good? No. This is just a plant. But if you get a choice to call it a dry plant, like more like a good plant or a bad plant, you would choose a good plant. But the reality is, this is just a plant. You are inserting your emotions. You will take a lot of time to get there, but you need to get there. But if you don't get there, at least choose the positive side of it. And once you start doing it, I think like half of the ladder is climbed, to be honest. And yeah, don't forget that Aham Brahmasami, you are me, I am you, we are one.